Trees are really something quite interesting. I mean, we live in such a symbiosis with trees. And like the symbiosis on the crowd, between the DJ and the crowd, yeah. It's a bit, I mean, it's like, it's a symbiosis.
For me, working with Cari is refreshing because he has his ideas of how sound structures should sound like and mixing, and so he's the pilot. I can step back because I know I trust Cari's skills, because he was one of the guys that taught me the tricks.
You take Joel's sound, which is a bit more spacey, and he uses like strings and pads, for example, more, and lush sounds, harmonies. And you put that together, you get like a new weird mix.
You know, I play a little bit different than you, and you know, so we have different influences, but we still know each other that well. That I know what kind of things Cari triggers on, and he knows what I triggers on.
Cari Lekebusch and
It's a very natural flow with it all.
I always think about like, okay, if I throw an idea in here, I know that, like I'm working with Joel, so I kind of I lean a bit more in his direction, and I guess the same thing for him is he leans a bit more in my direction. You have to compromise, right, if you do something together. You can't just always like, no, it's going to be this way, or it takes the fun out. And what's the point? Then you might as well do the music all by yourself.
This fusion is the thing that is the most important thing for, you know, the whole collaboration. To make it interesting,
yeah.
To make it, you know, a spark.
Otherwise, there's no point
fuel,
of doing it.
Fuel your own imagination.
Experience something together with somebody else, it's always going to feel more real than rather than you experience it totally by yourself.
You know, we eat together, we fly together, and you know, we do everything together, so it gets more, definitely the word is real.
Some time to develop. You do a few records, you wait some time, do a few more records, and this slowly gets born. It's more like you have an idea, and whoever has the idea, okay, go for it.
Try it out.
Try it out. And then
never, you know, never say never. Just try it out, see if it fits. If it doesn't, it doesn't.
Because when you have an idea, okay, boom, there it is. But you can always continue with that idea and take it to new dimensions.
This is now. This is now.
This is the thing that's been thriving us for years and years, and it's still giving us a buzz, you know. We still love what we do, and being in the studio is like, especially I learn every time I'm with Cari, I pick up something new. And I go home in my studio, I'm like, oh,
you pick up something.
Try it out.
You always pick something up when you work together with somebody else. Work a few times together, and you have your special areas, and Joel goes to work in his special area, starts getting some sounds, bits, editing that stuff together, while I pull out a few drums or whatever and the bass, and then Joel listens to my bass, like, all right,
So I have my computer
Put that
back,
in there, yeah.
and then I sit my headphones and I tune in what Cari's doing with the rhythm part section. That's the beauty of it when it all blends. And when you get together, you get like a mix from both our knowledge. Festival. It was really, you felt the great like start of the summer vibe, fresh. You know, it wasn't too hot, beautiful day. We got here early, tuned in. We saw some really wicked stuff, and there was like this intermezzo thing in the middle of the set where they came out with a balloon thing. That was pretty, really nice and intense.
I like little intermezzos like that.
Yeah. You get like a breather thing.
Yeah. People get the breather and they remember that stuff.
Yeah.
Cari Lekebusch and Mull.
The people are super happy. Yeah, 3 hours of joy basically.
They do the same act. Did that really happen, or was that just dream or like fantasy? Or